You might be sabotaging your financial life every single day, just by leaving your keys in the wrong place. Sounds crazy? Just wait until you see what I'm about to show you. Today, I'm going to reveal the 5 forbidden places to leave your keys, and what happens to your money when you ignore this. Spoiler alert. This has nothing to do with superstition, and everything to do with how your mind responds to the symbols inside your home. Believe it or not, you could be triggering an invisible leak of prosperity without realizing it. And that's draining your energy, your focus, and even your chances of making money. And at the end of this video, I'm going to teach you a powerful energy relocation technique that transforms your keys into magnets for wealth and abundance. Before we go any further, comment below right now. I activate the energy of wealth. This isn't just a phrase. It's a hypnotic command that starts to reprogram your mind and opens the door to a new financial reality. If this kind of content resonates with you, hit the like button. It tells YouTube you enjoyed it and helps this video reach more people who also need to unlock their financial life. And of course, subscribe to the channel now, because in the coming weeks I'll reveal other silent habits that block money without you even noticing. And you won't want to stay in the dark. Now hang on tight, because after this, you'll never look at your keys the same way again. Most people see keys as nothing more than functional items, something that opens doors, locks drawers, protects belongings. But in feng shui, that view is much deeper. Keys represent energy portals. They store, direct, and in many cases also block the vital flow that circulates between you and prosperity. In feng shui, everything is energy. The arrangement of objects, the organization of your home, even your daily little habits, all send a message to the universe. And among these elements, keys carry an ancient symbolic power. It's no coincidence that thousands of years ago, Buddhist masters were already warning about the importance of where you keep your keys. For them, keys were more than tools. They were extensions of your intention. Kept in the wrong place, they create energetic disorder. Placed in the right spot, they serve as conductors of harmony, mental clarity, and wealth. When you throw your keys anywhere in the house without thought, what you're telling the universe is, my life lacks direction, my path isn't protected, my prosperity is abandoned. Now think, what's the first thing you do when you come home after a tiring day? A lot of people throw their keys on the table, on the couch, or even in the bathroom while they wash their hands. That automatic, seemingly innocent gesture happens every day. And over time, it starts to shape the energy of your home and your mind. That's where the power of awareness comes in. When you understand the subtle meaning behind your habits, you begin to reorganize your life from the inside out. You stop being someone who just tries to attract money and start being someone who lives in alignment with it. Now that you understand what's really behind all this, get ready to dive into a true and surprising story. The story of Julia, who, like so many people, was unknowingly pushing money away from her life. Julia came home exhausted every day. After dealing with traffic, a demanding boss, and a backpack full of bills, she had a ritual she didn't even notice anymore. She opened the door, tossed her keys onto the living room table, and let out a tired sigh. She had no idea, but that small gesture, repeated daily, was a symbolic act of energetic neglect. The living room table, the heart of family connection, was receiving the weight of frustration, exhaustion, and scarcity every day. Things slowly started to get worse. First came a constant feeling of stagnation. Then, unexpected financial setbacks started piling up like a silent avalanche. Fines, broken appliances, denied loan applications. Everything seemed to go wrong, even when she tried to do everything right. It was on a rainy afternoon while visiting her Aunt Celeste that Julia finally said something she had been holding in for a long time. "Auntie, I feel drained, like money is slipping through my fingers. I don't understand anything anymore." Celeste, a calm woman, the kind who speaks little but sees deep, paused. Then, with the calm of someone who knows exactly what they're saying, she asked, "Where do you usually leave your keys?" Julia laughed, not understanding, but her aunt didn't laugh back. Keys carry the energy of the street, the places you've been, the intentions you bring with you. Where you place them when you come in directs that energy into your home, and that affects everything, including your money. That was the moment everything clicked, literally, in Julia's mind. Celeste explained that specific areas of the house function like energetic channels, and that certain spots, when they receive objects with symbolic weight, like keys, can either stagnate or accelerate the flow of prosperity. Julia went home that day and started noticing everything: the table, the clutter, the way she entered her home each day. She didn't know yet what to do, but she knew one thing: that had to change. And that's exactly what you're about to understand. Next, you'll learn the 5 forbidden places to leave your keys, and why each one could be draining your prosperity without you realizing it. Have you noticed how some habits repeat effortlessly? They seem harmless, automatic, but it's those everyday gestures that shape the energy of your home, and quietly, the fate of your financial life. And among all these habits, there's one almost invisible but deeply impactful gesture: where you leave your keys when you come home. Most people ignore it. You won't anymore. Now let's look at the 5 places that silently drain your prosperity. If you recognize any of them, stop. Changing this one detail could unlock doors you didn't even know were closed. 1. Near the front door. Your front door is like the mouth of a river. It's where vital energy, opportunities, the flow of everything you want to attract comes in. Now imagine placing a rock there. Or worse, a symbol of tension like a bunch of keys. Leaving your keys right at the entrance is like building an energetic barrier in your own path. You're interrupting the flow of the new. Have you noticed how things in your life seem stuck right from the start? Projects that stall, ideas that don't take off, promises that fall through. It could be this subtle blockage every day, building energetic weight in that space. Mental exercise. Close your eyes for 3 seconds and imagine yourself walking through your front door with a peaceful smile. Where do your keys land? Does that place welcome or repel? 2. Living room or dining table. This is the altar of relationships, the space where family energy connects, where you talk about life, where you eat, where you build emotional memories. Now imagine pouring stress, traffic, fear of losing your job, and daily exhaustion onto that spot. That's exactly what you do when you drop your keys on the table. And worse, without realizing it, you're contaminating that space with the tensions of the outside world. The result? Conversations turn into arguments. Financial plans never come to life. and a dense vibrational field builds between the people in the house. Reflect. Is the table where you eat blessed or burdened? Third bedroom. This is your temple, your place for restoration, reconnection, and silence. But when you bring your keys into the bedroom, you're also bringing the emotional load of everything you experienced outside. Your sleep stops being restorative and becomes noisy, full of thoughts, worries, anxiety. It's common to hear things like, "I wake up exhausted. I can't stop thinking about problems at night. I have nightmares about debt." That's not a coincidence. It's energetic interference. Your subconscious can't rest because, energetically, you're keeping the doors of the world open and confused inside your sanctuary. Fourth bathroom. This is the place where energy literally flows away. It's the drainage center of the house. Drains, toilets, running water. Everything there represents what leaves. Now, imagine placing your keys there, even just for a few seconds. It's like telling the universe, my incoming money is going straight down the drain. And this doesn't have to be metaphorical. People who have this habit often report mysterious losses. Money that vanishes, unexpected expenses, opportunities that evaporate. Practical experiment. For the next 3 days, observe how you interact with your bathroom. Is it aligned with abundance or with waste? 5. Clothing, pockets, or the floor. This one is the most symbolic and also the most overlooked. When you toss your keys into just any pocket or let them fall to the floor, what you're signaling is a disregard for your own power to open paths. In psychology, this gesture reveals an internal pattern. I don't believe I deserve prosperity. The floor is where we step. When your keys end up there, you're metaphorically stepping on your own abundance. People who maintain this habit often live in survival mode, always chasing, always on the edge, always hoping things will get better, but never seeing lasting results. Now I want you to be honest with yourself. Did you identify with any of these places? Which one is present in your daily life? Share in the comments below. This is the exact moment where transformation begins. Because an energy shift doesn't start with a major renovation. It starts with awareness, decision, and small repeated gestures done with intention. And in the next section, you'll learn where to actually keep your keys, the places that amplify positive energy and turn your home into a true magnet for prosperity. Now that you know where to never leave your keys again, here comes the most transformative part of this video, the right places. And not just right. These are places that amplify your prosperity energy. It's not just about aesthetics. What you're about to learn is based on centuries of feng shui wisdom and also environmental psychology. The human brain associates safety, stability, and value with organized and symbolic rituals. When you consciously choose a space to store your keys, what you're really doing is telling your subconscious, my paths are protected, my life is in order, and I am worthy of the abundance I desire. Here are the 3 top recommended places to turn your keys into money magnets. 1. A wooden, ceramic, or crystal bowl. Have you noticed how certain objects radiate elegance, even when simple? A well-placed bowl is more than a key holder. It's an altar of intentions. Wood brings stability and growth. Ceramic symbolizes comfort and grounding. Crystal channels clarity and amplifies energy. Placing your keys there every day is like placing your dreams into a cradle of protection. It's an act of care and respect for everything you want to unlock in your life. Psychological trigger activated here. Elevated self-image. You begin to see yourself as someone who takes care of their own energy. And that changes how you act, think, and how the world responds to you. 2. A drawer with a Chinese coin or citrine crystal. If you prefer to keep your keys out of sight, this is the perfect option. But note, the inside of the drawer must contain symbolic elements. A Chinese coin tied with a red ribbon represents continuous wealth. Citrine, known as the stone of abundance, energizes the space with financial growth vibrations. Every time you open that drawer to grab your keys, you trigger a silent but powerful mini ritual. Your brain starts to associate the simple act of leaving home with the idea of prosperity in motion. You stop going out to fight and start going out to collect results. The difference is subtle, but it changes everything. 3rd, a shelf with a live plant or wealth symbol. This is a visually powerful solution. Imagine a small shelf decorated with a green plant, like a ZZ plant or lucky bamboo, and a small prosperity symbol. It could be a gold coin, a Buddha of fortune, or even a framed word of power. There, your keys don't just rest. They recharge. Every time you see that space, your brain receives a visual dose of positivity and growth. You anchor, effortlessly, a feeling of lightness, abundance, and direction. It's not enough to change the place. You have to change the energy. That's why, every time you touch your keys, repeat mentally or softly, "My keys open doors to prosperity." This phrase is simple, but it carries enormous symbolic weight. It connects a physical gesture with mental reprogramming. The brain, when it hears a statement with clarity and repetition, starts to shape behaviors that align with it. Over time, you begin to move with more confidence, to make decisions that are more aligned, to notice opportunities that used to pass you by. Now, tell me honestly, can you feel the difference between just tossing your keys and placing them intentionally in a sacred space? Abundance doesn't start at the bank. It starts in the details. And the detail begins with a gesture. In the next section, I'll show you 3 simple, transformative rituals that will energetically cleanse your keys and supercharge this new cycle of prosperity. Now that you've learned where to keep your keys with intention and awareness, there's an even more powerful step to complete this transformation cycle: energetic cleansing. Objects absorb everything: emotions, environments, thoughts, especially those we carry with us daily, like keys. And if you want them to function as true portals to prosperity, you need to learn how to cleanse that energy regularly. The good news? It's simple, fast, and highly effective. Here are 3 powerful techniques you can apply today, using items you probably already have at home. 1. Salt water, deep purification. Fill a glass or ceramic bowl with water and add 1 tablespoon of sea salt. Let your keys soak for at least 10 minutes. This ritual draws out all the accumulated stagnant energy. Imagine each salt particle deprogramming invisible blocks, and clearing locked paths within you. Afterward, rinse thoroughly and dry with a clean cloth. Important, dispose of the used water, preferably into the earth or down the sink with the faucet running, visualizing all negativity being washed away. 2. Incense or Palo Santo, vibrational renewal. Wave incense, preferably sage, cinnamon, or Palo Santo, around your keys for about 2 minutes in circular motions. Visualize the smoke dissolving all dense energy. This ritual is ideal to do once a week, especially after emotionally heavy days or tense environments. 3rd guided visualization technique, wealth magnet. Hold your keys in both hands. Close your eyes for 30 seconds. Take a deep breath. Now, visualize yourself opening a golden door. On the other side, imagine a life of lightness, financial freedom, and security. Feel this energy moving through the keys, as if they're absorbing this new frequency. Your brain can't tell the difference between vivid imagination and reality. When you do this with intention, you reprogram your emotional and behavioral patterns. 7-day challenge. For the next 7 days, choose one of these techniques and use it. Notice how you feel as you leave your home. Pay attention to what starts to shift. Small rituals, big effects. Throughout this video, you've discovered something most people never will. That a simple gesture like storing your keys could be connecting or disconnecting you from the prosperity you deserve. You've learned which places silently sabotage your financial energy, and more importantly, you've discovered how to transform that automatic habit into a conscious, positive ritual filled with intention. Now, you hold in your hands a choice that may seem small, but carries tremendous symbolic power. Because, in the end, it's not just about the keys. It's about you, about how you show up to life. When you care for the details, the universe responds with abundance in the big things. Write in the comments right now, I open the doors to abundance in my life. This act is more than just interacting with the video. It's a public commitment to your new reality. And when you write it, you're not just stating something. You're training your subconscious to resonate at a new frequency. One of openness, confidence, and worthiness. Remember, your home reflects who you are on the inside. Taking care of it, the objects, the energy, is taking care of yourself. And if this content touched you in any way, if it opened your eyes to something so everyday, share it with someone you love. Someone who might be struggling against life's current without knowing why. This video could be the key that finally unlocks their path too. And of course, like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Because yes, abundance grows when it's shared. You deserve an abundant life. Open the doors to your prosperity today. See you in the next video.